All right, welcome to another week of Internet Championship fighting. So tonight we got a very big card for you. It is in fact our fifth YouTube card. And so commentating these prelims are your boys, myself, Kelvin Lamb, Mike LaFleur, and our boy Dylan Audrey. And as you can see here, we got eight action-packed fights for you. These should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're down our fourth man in the booth, Bobby, but hopefully he'll be back for the main card. But you're right, man. We got fucking hella fights. It was a lot of fun matchmaking all these fights for the prelims, and getting a chance to get guys who might not normally be fighting on the main card, get them a chance to get on the YouTube and get their fights commentated.
Show off our skills a little bit. You got your boy that featured prelim spot,
Yep, that's a good
fighting
one.
Steve Austin.
And Kelvin, I am glad that you're the featured prelim, but you're followed by the other man in the booth, Dylan here. And shout out to Bobby Diesel as well. Bobby was
Yeah.
going to be making his 50th fight soon, or that's what he is leading us to believe. Though, to focus on the current fighters we have here, boys, who would you say is your most looked at prospect on this card?
Man, I mean, I think Paddy Baker's looking very good. Paddy, like he's been in all these leagues. Everyone knows Paddy's good. So you can't look. It's not really a hot take to say Paddy's good. So yeah, I think everyone in lightweight needs to watch out for Paddy. But one that kind of flew under the radar a little bit is Julian Kraus. His only loss is to Debo Albu, the prolific grappler we've seen. Just who's really been on a tear in the light PlayStation division. So he's beaten everybody else that's been put in front of him, and if he can get past Jose Altamirano tonight, I think he's definitely one to watch.
And these fights seem like they're going to be extremely action-packed. We have some big names on this prelim. There is the up-and-comers, undefeated O'Malley. We have vets like Victor Leon. We have just all sorts of names here from varying backgrounds and skill levels.
Yeah, we got our boy Hax Molloway. I think this might be his first time ever on. Maybe not first time, but it's been a while since he's been on the YouTube card. But he's on a 2-fight win streak. So what can you say? He's earned it.
And that he has. But now, we'll get into our first fight of the night between Vin Kellett and Wayne Edwards.
So coming into the first fight on the prelims here today, I haven't really seen either of these guys fight too much, but I've seen them chatting in the league, and it should be an interesting fight. I don't think either of these guys are ones that will want to go to decision.
No, definitely not. I mean, both of them are going to be very hungry. They're both 0-1. I know Vin. He came up against Benny in his first fight, which is a tough ask for anyone, and it was competitive as well. So I think my money might be on Vin for this one.
And looking here in the early stages of this fight, we're seeing a good bit of distance management. And both of these fighters utilizing their reach. A good takedown attempt, but that was stuffed.
Yeah, these guys are just hanging in the pocket.
They are. Brutal knee.
I'd like to see Wayne plant a little bit. There he goes. Yeah, he's planting on his punches now. He's kind of moving around a lot there while he's trying to throw a lot of damage. Nice takedown.
Yeah, a lot of times you have to move around when you throw, but I mean, that's never really a good idea. It takes up more stamina, makes it hit less hard.
And he's showing that he can hold him there in this side control position.
And just raining down the punches to his ribs, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than that to get up. Everyone's expecting that up transition to get up from sprawl.
And after that doesn't work, they just move side to side every time.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful now. He's not gonna get up like this. You got to be more patient on the ground.
You got to think his stamina is doing awful right now.
Yeah,
right.
Wayne's having success on the feet, but there seems to be a massive
Submission attempt. What?
Oh, what?
Okay. This is a very interesting submission. You know, some people might say that it's a bit unwise to let your opponent strike during your sub, but I think it's revolutionary.
Absolutely. And the ref, I believe, saw this, and he said, "That's great."
Yeah, this is the direction MMA is heading.
Shout out to EA, guys. You know, you really gotta appreciate the level of time and detail they put into making such a fantastic game.
I mean, look at this sub defense.
And the turning
It's
kick.
fantastic.
And you're going to think maybe he wants to try another sub just to get this off the screen.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It fixed it. Man, that might be the longest submission I've ever seen.
It's incredible that he
it didn't
managed to
go
endure
through.
that level of pain and being in such an uncomfortable position for
But
so long.
Look at this grappling expertise. Wayne
Yeah,
Edwards
he's
is
just
just getting
training
control.
I mean, lest we forget, that was a Peruvian necktie he was locked up in.
Yeah,
that's
those
not
are
a
hard-
comfortable position.
yeah.
And then the ref
Yeah.
decided to stand him up.
But there's a massive skill gap between Vin and Wayne on the match right now. It
Yeah.
looked even enough on the feet, but this could be it.
Here we
This
go.
could. And his
There we go.
submission offense is extremely good here. But
Oh, yeah, let's
notices.
go. But you see Edwards right here. He's out of stamina. It's real low. He's in a dangerous position right now on the bottom, and he needs to get back up.
Edwards is very gassed, but it just
You
seems
could try
like
to
there's nothing
fake-
he can do.
He could try to fake the sprawl here, but you know
He
he
gets
got it.
into that position. He just needs to be very careful with what way he's going. Although the up transition from here has to be a pre-deny.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the reaction on that, and Vin was wise to it. You know, his experience in grappling is showing here, where he gets the pre-deny on that up transition. Oh,
just
he's
training
taking
those
some
punches
influence
down.
from the Ultimate Fighter. That season, where Jalen Jones were coaching.
And the ground and pound is massive.
That was
Oof.
nice.
Bringing his head health down low with that bit. Yeah, man. When he's on top right there, he's just in control of this fight.
This has to be
And he's-
very discouraging for Edwards. Go ahead, Dick.
Yeah, definitely, and he's very active on top. You know, some guys they wait, and you know they're patient. You know, God bless them, but they're a little bit, to put it nicely, you know, just relaxed on the ground. But that's not the case with Vin. He's active, he's pressuring, and
And I
Wayne
think
gets up with 30 seconds to go.
we hear some frustration
Oh,
here.
nice uppercut.
We in the booth do
Alright.
have commentary that we're hearing in this fight. Just a little.
You
Yeah,
know, I
perhaps-
mean,
Someone has their mic on.
yeah, that might be the case here.
Is that Bobby? Is that Bobby here? Because who is this fourth man? in the group?
It has to be Bobby. Oh.
Some mid-round entertainment for all those at home.
That's just how high quality our ICF is, because we put entertainment between the rounds.
It's not enough just to have the car. We have to thoroughly immerse you in this experience.
But if we're going out on a limb here and saying perhaps this is Vin's mic being on, you know, you gotta appreciate the level of confidence he must have to in between rounds. You know, he's not thinking about the fight. He's straight on to whatever form of entertainment he can get his hands on, and you know, when the fight starts up again, he'll just go right back into it, doing what he does
And
best.
he just did. I mean, getting right back on top and getting those denials in.
As Kelvin said, look at this. Just going straight into these positions. But Edwards is starting to get a little craftier on the bottom. And from what I've seen, Edwards got that rock in right at the end of the round.
Yeah, and before, in the early stages of the first round, it looked like Edwards was winning the exchanges on the feet too. So I think that Edwards has the advantage on the feet and Vin has the advantage on the ground, but I think the advantage is just that bit more significant for Vin on the ground.
And the crowd is going off here on this ground and pound. We're just seeing Edwards starting to get tore up.
Yeah,
he
can't take
wailing on him.
Big shots like that.
Yeah, it's taking away his health. I mean, you got to think his stamina is already getting low from all these denials and all that body damage, the punches that were being rained down onto his ribcage.
That was a nice transition.
Vin is extremely intelligent with these transitions. He goes for these postured positions just to get better position. Solely.
Yeah, that's smart. That's it's crafty too. You only see that from guys with a lot of experience in grappling.
And Edwards here, kind of just being content with being held here and pounded into the dirt.
Oh, man. He is just trying to send his head through the mat, man.
Yeah, you'd wonder if frustration is starting to sit in a bit for Edwards. He hasn't had really a lot of success with being able to get back up to his feet. I mean, he's getting outclassed a bit.
Being on the losing end of a fight like this, or on this end of a fight, it can be disheartening. It's hard to gather yourself and rally for a win.
Yeah, you start to think, what can I do to, when you've used all your resources to get back up to your feet and you're still on your back, you start to feel a little bit hopeless.
Oh, going for a heel hook right here, leg lock. Let's see how Vin will get it.
And this could prove to be the finish. It's very close so far. Although Edwards does have great submission defense.
You just got to wrap that arm underneath the leg, lock in that ankle. Oh, it's getting close.
It's close. It's close.
Oh, there we go. Locking the hands.
That's it.
And he taps.
Gets him with the leg lock.
Beautiful.
Vin just read him like a book there.
And straight back to the TikToks. No time to waste.
He is a busy man. He's got TikToks to see.
He only has a certain amount of time he can dedicate to a fight before he is immediately right back to the office.
Absolutely, and that was a great fight. I mean, we just saw Vin controlling Edwards and not really caring about what Edwards was throwing at him. The one time Vin got rocked there, you could hear the frustration in his voice.
Yeah, well, I mean, he put on a grappling masterclass. You got to give him a lot of credit. And he, and we knew he was good though. This guy's competed in many leagues. Everyone knows he's good. He put up a good fight against Benny, and now he's got a win next to his name, and hopefully can string a couple more together in the near future.
You're right. And I believe that this man will be a great contender within this division. I mean, tonight we might have seen Edwards just being fed to someone who was just so talented, but Edwards did have extreme success on the feet whenever he was on the feet.
Yeah, if I'm Edwards, I wouldn't get discouraged by this. Get some spars in with some good grapplers. You'll be surprised how quickly you can pick things up in grappling, because he clearly has some skill on the feet. And he could easily become a more well-rounded player and see better success against guys like Vin.
Absolutely. And with that said, we're going to get into our next fight, as we have a lot on this preliminary card. Next, we're going to Ben Walker versus Patty Baker.
And here we're moving into the second fight of prelims, which, honestly, this one should be really fun. Patty Baker and Ben Walker don't put on boring performances. I fought both of these men multiple times, and let me tell you, each one of them was a fun fight.
And look at
they come to scrap.
Dylan, with Patty being one of your Irish brethren, Indeed. How do you feel about him in this fight?
I got time for Paddy. You know, we put on a bit of a show in league chat sometimes. You know, shit talking, but you know, Paddy's a great boxer, and he's a good guy. So yeah, I'm rooting for him.
Well, you talk about a great boxer. I mean, Ben Walker's doing some great boxing here, catching Paddy with these uppercuts and that head kick.
Yeah, Ben's looking sharp.
He is. Those leg kicks seem to be working initially.
He's setting a rhythm that Paddy has to follow right now, which is good. Even if he's backing off, he's the one setting the pace for their exchanges.
But Paddy has that Conor McGregor pressure, where he just walks you down to the fence.
Old man Paddy knows a trick or two. You know, he's been around for a long time.
You're right, and he's not going to let some young blood control him.
You know, that right hand from Walker just put him back a couple feet.
Walker has some really sharp boxing and kickboxing here.
I'm really liking this this new Ben Walker. I mean, we look at the Ben Walker from the Jose Altamirano fight. Don't get me wrong, it was a very close fight. Nice full elbow. Very close fight, and he did a very competitive fight. And he looked good, but he was a little bit over aggressive and relied on that crane kick a lot. I'm enjoying watching his boxing here, but as I say, Paddy's you know, the momentum shifting in his favor a little bit.
And Paddy's doing something extremely interesting by mixing in those lunging strikes at the end of his combos. You don't really see that utilized a lot.
Oh,
nasty crane. When that lands clean, man, there's no stronger kick in the game.
Ben's showing
Great
he's still
fight.
in this.
This is a great fight.
Yeah, I don't think these guys have stopped throwing for longer than a couple of seconds.
Ooh. Wow, the amount of
It's just
volume.
each guy is just taking turns, just teeing off on the other dude.
Oh,
Barely
whiffed
missed.
on the crane kick. That was so close.
And that just goes to show the distance management of Paddy. Oh,
Oh, crane kick knockdown.
Oh, knee to the body. What do you think is going through Paddy's mind right now, Dylan?
I'd say he's a little bit surprised. I mean, look, Paddy's always game.
oh,
My God.
oh, Ben's going for a
Going
finish.
into the finish.
But
reversed
Paddy's experience.
it to take off.
Paddy's got good grappling, man.
Going in for the
best
arm
boxer
bar.
Ben now.
All right, let's see how his sub defense is.
I'm very impressed with Ben Walker, though. Paddy is no slouch on the feet, and he's going out there and taking the fight to him, man.
Ben Walker
And
just
Paddy-
using the fundamentals of his boxing and kickboxing.
And you
And
can
he
see
looks
Paddy going to his underrated grappling. A lot of people don't think about his grappling when they talk about Paddy Baker, but it's pretty good.
Definitely, Dale. And we see, in this fight, like we saw with Vin, Paddy's using
Oh,
heavy ground and pound
Oh,
oh,
almost got the
But-
finish there.
by the skin of his teeth.
oh no.
It's really bad. He gets to deny. Whew.
I'm not sure how Ben is
no.
hanging on here.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And he's
Oh.
out.
he's got to regain that stamina. Smart decision.
And Paddy's looking a little hurt here. Ben's boxing
Yeah,
is just very clean.
How much energy did all that ground and pound take out of him?
It certainly evened them up, I think, damage-wise, but
Yeah, I think so. But he knows
Oh.
he has to be cautious here. Ben is giving him trouble on the feet, and I'm very impressed with how measured Ben has been in his attack this time. He looks great, man.
a lot of guys try to load up on that crane kick, and that becomes the only thing they have in their arsenal when they run this archetype. But nah, I like how Ben Walker's pulling it out. He's pulling it out just every now and again.
Oh,
Oh! But that time it didn't quite work
Oh,
out, and
he's
it's
out.
Oh my God! What a round! Paddy Baker. Oh,
That was emphatic.
man,
Man.
what a fight!
Let's go back
What
and
a
see that again.
knockout.
Just as we talked about the crane kick as well, it ended up being his downfall.
And that it leaves you open. I mean, you see, he was veering back to get that, and he got hit by that lead hook.
Oh.
Boom!
And it was the uppercut on the way down,
Yeah, the uppercut is what sealed the deal.
and then just a couple hooks in the ground and pound, and that's it.
I believe Paddy was out after that uppercut landed. He just couldn't recover.
Whew. Man,
Yeah,
what
man.
a fight! Have we ever seen a more exciting round in the ICF's history? That was insane.
That is an absolute fight of the night contender right there. I don't think you can
Absolutely.
deny that.
Totally, 100%. I mean, if we get a better fight than that tonight, we're in for some good fucking fights.
That we are.
Absolutely, man. We're
Well,
starting off this night right with our two fights. We had a grappling exchange. We just got to really see just how good one man is, and then we had one heck of a KO here tonight. Just standing up and two guys swinging at each other.
Paddy and Ben are both known for putting on great shows.
Yeah, man. Like, win or lose. Sorry to cut you off there, man. I just want to say, win or lose, both of these guys' stock is through the roof now. Like, a lot of guys, you see them going into the league fights, and they want to win so bad that they back up a lot, and they're pulling out every trick in the book. These guys came out to put on a show. They weren't thinking about wins or who's what's the most surefire, safest way to win the fight. They were thinking about, how can I put on the most exciting fight possible? Oh, I know. I'll just go hit him in the face as much as I can.
And I believe you're absolutely correct about that, Dylan. This fight gave me those Ultimate Fighter 1 season finale vibes, where both men just didn't care about the outcome. They brought both their hearts on their sleeves and just came to duke it out. But with that said, we'll get on to the next fight between contender Hax Molloway and Kieran Manawa.
And this could be a fun fight.
It really should. These two big name contenders should show which of them is going to go on and become a big name in the division.
And speaking of big names, look at this man.
Woo!
What a
guy.
beautiful man. I've never seen such a specimen before.
Wow.
I mean, the love for Bobby Diesel that he has to tattoo Bob on his face. I mean, it's truly heartwarming.
Yeah, you know what? The tattoos are about as permanent as it gets. This guy clearly has a lot of affection for our boy Bobby. So do we. We miss him.
But he will be with us for our main card tonight.
Yep.
He's loving that 1-2 body roundhouse. Oh,
nice
okay,
front
good
kick.
front kick.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Hax
Let's
Molloway.
go Hack.
Look at this boy.
Hax
The
Yeah.
Mud Hut Alliance. Man, it is having a strong showing tonight.
I'm impressed
Oh.
by Hax so far.
I don't know. He gets the reversal, but he lets him up.
Manowar lets him back up. That's an interesting tactic, considering Hax has, to this point, been really beating him up.
Hax
still
does
really
need to work
good.
on his range.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
throwing wild.
what he makes up for in technicality and accuracy, or sorry, what he makes up for in lack of that is a lot of power and a lot of aggression. I mean, look at him.
He is an explosive fighter. And frankly, if he doesn't know what he's gonna do next, how is his opponent gonna know what he's gonna do next?
Yeah, true.
And Hax's character, he just looks like a bulldog. Just from the beginning of this fight, just watch him.
And if you see Hax across the octagon from you, I mean, personally, I'd verbal tap immediately. There's no way I want to fight this man.
Yeah, his presence. I mean, it's got to be physically intimidating. Like if I'm Kieran Manawa right now, you see that guy coming at you. You can start to go into a bit of a shell.
And Hax is doing some extremely unorthodox moves.
Yeah, he's very
Good slip
unorthodox.
kick.
And feinting these as well.
And
He's looking
he fights
good.
out of both stances. I mean, he starts off the fight in southpaw, now he's orthodox. I'm not even sure he knows. It doesn't matter, you know.
But Kieran is showing that he can be composed, even when he has a bulldog like Hacks here.
Yeah, Kieran's the more technical for sure.
He's keeping him at like jabbing distance, rocking those kicks in.
And you know, maybe he's thinking he can, you know, let Hacks burn himself out a little bit. He just needs to be careful. If he takes too much damage. A big head kick.
And Hacks is showing that he wants this finish bad.
Oh, he's going for every big kick he knows right now, trying to eat through that block.
I don't think this lasts to a third round. Or a second.
No.
I'd be very surprised if it does, man. I mean, look at these guys.
Oh, nice leg kick.
I think we're seeing some improvements in Hacks' game, though. Honestly, like, sure he needs to watch his stamina a little bit, but he is looking good. He's winning the fight. His timing's nice, man.
Yeah, his pure volume is insane. It's draining his stamina, but I mean, he's damaging Manawa
And
greatly.
look at these slips from Hacks here. He knows when Manawa is going to come in. Oh my gosh.
Snap front kick. Knock him down. Going in for the finish. It's over.
Oh,
It's over.
Manawa
Okay.
holding on by the skin of his teeth.
And getting back up.
Oh.
Interesting choice.
Hacks
Yeah,
is
Mana was
relentless.
looking like one who was a little bit gassed.
See, Hacks is going to rely on that stamina regain he's going to get. It's going to be more so than Manawa's. Manawa's
read on the
health
body
is
kick.
going down.
Oh, God.
Hacks loves that combination from the crane kick into the spinning roundhouse.
He's getting reads on Manawa's body kick now as well.
Oh,
Nice!
but Hacks is hurt.
I'm surprised that Manawa didn't throw a front kick down the center there on that missed spin kick.
Yeah, and Hack's starting to miss a little bit more now, too. He needs to be a little bit more measured.
Yeah, I
With
think
someone who focuses on pure volume like Hacks does, you really can't afford to whiff on shots.
you're right. And a lot of this comes down to Hax's want to finish this in the first round. But if he stays measured in these end times, he can get an even stamina pool by the beginning of the next round, potentially.
Definitely, man. I mean, they're both missing. You know, Hacks sure is probably missing a little bit more, but with a good regen and a more measured approach in rounds 2 and 3, this could be his fight. But guys, if you're Kieran Manawa, what are you doing now to beat Hacks? You know, in the
I'm
upcoming
taking him to the ground. I want to see how this man does on the other aspect of MMA. Because, I mean, if I got knocked down 2 times in that last round, I don't want to be standing.
And respect shown from Hacks, but none from Kieran.
Yeah, maybe, you know, he's feeling that pressure Hacks put on him in the first round. He's like, you know, I'll show you respect when the fight's over. Now we got to fight.
Hacks really, he's looking for these big moves at these long ranges. But
Yeah.
this might be because of this sort of lag that we're seeing. Both of these fighters are looking clean here now, though.
And Hacks, you know, he's not discriminating either. I mean, he's working the head, the body, the legs. Nice fake on the spin. Oh!
Oh,
I drew close there. If he had more stamina, he might have been able to finish it there. But
and Kieran, you would think, would start to get a read on what Hacks does with that crane kick.
man, that
Yeah.
spinning to the body has been serving Hacks well in this fight.
It's tough to know with this one, man, because, you know, Hacks is winning the fight, but at any moment when Hacks has a big miss, all it takes is one counter from Manawa to completely change the fight. So, you know, But
Yeah.
Manoa hasn't really shown an ability to be able to counter on Hax's misses either. So fun fight, either way.
Yeah, it's a very fun fight to watch. Manoa, you have a good point there. I mean, he set up this habit with Hax. Whenever he whiffs on a kick, he does a jab and then body roundhouse to the side. And Hax has caught on to that, and every time he's blocking head of them, blocking high than blocking low.
Exactly.
Manoa just switches it up one time. He's going to catch him with his block low and get a KO.
Definitely, man. All it takes is one mix-up like that, especially when Hax is it's bred into his mind now to block low after he misses, after the jab.
And you can tell Hax is playing cerebrally here with this pressure, but he's getting caught.
This is where the stamina
low
starts
stamina.
to play.
Oh,
We're starting to see a momentum shift here in Manoa's favor.
But now Manoa's
Catching the foot.
he caught the foot, but he couldn't do anything with it.
These guys just don't care about stamina.
Yeah, they just want to put this fight to bed.
I mean,
One of
more
them
power
has
to 'em.
food and it's getting cold.
I respect it, honestly.
And Hax keeps landing that spinning kick to the body.
It's doing some damage to Manoa's body.
Oh, the crane again!
Oh!
Oh, let's
It's that
go.
same combination.
Every time.
Hax dialed in that was working.
Hax shoots the takedown now, or the
Good
judo throw,
takedown.
rather.
A little bit of offensive judo. I like to see it.
And it's just to win him the round. As he gets back up, he knows his success is on the feet here.
And there's that body kick, and it's funny because every time Manoa throws the body kick, Hax normally follows with it too, but Manoa was not quite getting that read. But I still, as much as it looks like Hax is maybe starting to take this round back, I still think this is anyone's fight. I mean, with stamina this low, anything could happen.
Yeah, with the knockdown and the takedown, Hax will take this round 2 as well as round 1. But with the stamina that low, and that much lower than Manoa's.
Nice knee to the body.
Oof.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
Even
Interesting
when
miss.
Hax is so gassed, he just doesn't seem to take the damage that a normal fighter would. He's just got this... Oh my God!
Get that man to the hospital.
Dude, I think his liver just exploded from that kick.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow. Let's
I
see that
almost
again.
feel- yeah.
Yeah,
I almost
I
feel
wanna
for
see
Hax
that.
a little bit. He was fighting a great fight, but let's see the replay on that.
Oh,
He
Huge
could have body
kick.
one
it
midair.
ruptured his liver.
Oh.
Ah,
It's going for that big kick. And
But
you
that's
got hit
it.
with that switch.
that's the nature of the beast when you fight with that kind of volume, man, and you're missing that much. Like I said, Hax is winning the fight. He was arguably up 2 rounds, but all it takes is Manoa capitalizing off one big miss, and that was it.
And that it
So
was.
what?
Manoa.
Why?
He made the read.
Even though Hax lost that fight, I believe that he was up a round, at least.
Yeah, at the very least, he's up the first round, and
He was
second
up
round
round-
being close.
One round was him, and round 2, if it went to judges, I think the judges would have given it to Hax as well.
You're right. The only thing that Hax was doing great with his volume in the beginning, but in the second round, where he made the most crucial mistake, was throwing those 3 pieces, and the third
Yeah.
shot was always missing.
Yeah, he would throw that jab straight lead hook, and the lead hook is always missing, and he's getting countered. He's losing stamina because of it on the big whiff. But that's something that it's a minor adjustment. That's not a hard adjustment to make. And if he can refine his pressure and his volume a little bit more, where that he still maintains the volume and the pressure, but not missing so much on the final strike or the big kicks from far away, he could be a big problem.
And I definitely agree with you. Hax, he is so young, but he shows such potential here. Though that doesn't discredit Kieran by any measure. He waited until his time was perfect to land that one big kick that put Hacks away. Now, we're going to get on to our next fight. Victor Leon versus Nikos Vlachos.
This one should be pretty fun. I mean, we have Victor Leon in this fight, and he's the Superman of flying elbows. So it should be a fun one.
Oh, look at that level on Nikos Vlachos. And Nikos Vlachos is a guy who, like Michael Chandler of late, when the opportunity comes a knocking, he's there. His first fight in the ICF was a replacement fight against number 10 ranked Leper Skepper, and he comes in, beats him, and now he's facing a guy takes a spot in the rankings, and now he's facing a guy higher ranked again.
And that flying elbow comes out already.
What did I tell you, man? He loves those, and they are just nasty. He's the only guy I see busting them out with regularity.
You're right, and they're so uncommon to see, and even harder to land, which just speaks to his ability there.
It's that BSE training.
But as you were saying, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, Nikos, he's a guy, when the opportunity comes, he's there. So be interesting to see how he does against, a higher ranked guy in Vic. Vic's a vet, man. He's been in there with the best, not just the ICF.
He absolutely is. And just looking here, I don't really see one man getting a major edge over the other, but a flying knee.
Nice flying knee. Yeah, it's pretty even so far.
Spinning elbow.
Both guys are having their moments.
I think overall, Vic right now is landing the harder shots.
Those elbows are working out amazingly for him. He's just catching. And that kick, too.
Catches the leg.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice rear hook. You gotta watch those elbows of Vic, man. You get too close, he'll ping you with it.
You're right, and Nikos needs to be careful when he's slipping and using that rear hook, because Vic's elbows are really susceptible to countering that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hear that Victor Leon actually had his entire arm replaced with metal rods, so his elbows hit harder. True story.
Yeah, he was up in the mountains training with Tony Ferguson.
Exactly.
His fins and his forearms.
And looking here, he's got Vic on the mat, but Vic is a vet.
Defense.
Yeah, he knows his way around the ground. He knows how to get out.
Was a nice denial from Nikos as well. Oh.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Interesting. Ballsy, but it worked.
That's something that you can add to your game if you know somebody is going to pre-deny a direction.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Woo! And some body work. Vic's teeing off on him now.
This is the slickest Vic we've ever seen.
Yeah, this is the best version of Vic Leon I've seen. He looks good, man.
Yeah, he is moving around that octagon like he owns it.
He's definitely the more creative of the two. Alright, it seems anyways.
But Nikos is not willing to back down.
No, and he's sticking to his fundamentals, and he's having success with it.
He's keeping pressure up, and so far that seems to be working for him, right? We have just two guys in the middle of the octagon exchanging. Beautiful.
Ooh, beautiful exchanges.
Dylan, how would you score this round so far?
I think so far this has got to be Vic's round, but that's not to say that he's stealing the show. Nikos has had moments too, and I would think that it would be still a level playing field going into round two, but definitely round number one so far to Vic.
And I believe Vic he sees he's having more success in this pocket, especially with those southpaw elbows.
Yeah, and that rear uppercut as well.
It's like so sneaky you can't see it from the angle.
Yeah, exactly. At the angle he's at, fighting southpaw against an orthodox, that rear hand can almost come out of nowhere, it seems.
Ooh,
Ooh,
look at that combo.
Vic is looking great.
Backing off a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, he's making reads as well.
Nice elbow. And he shoots a takedown. That'll secure the round.
That's that experience.
Yeah.
It just shows.
Nice reversal though.
He does get flipped.
Oh, here we
And
go.
sub.
Guillotine attempt.
This is experience. This is Vic at his best, man. He's running down the last 15 seconds, trying to get some extra control time.
He just wants to show the
Clever
judges that he wants this more.
Yeah, he's active.
He got the first denial on Vlachos's get.
Nice ground and pound.
So some nice ground and pound. That first denial was crisp, but he couldn't quite deny it the second time. That flying knee was ace, though.
I believe
Yeah,
that
almost.
Vic took the round there.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
But Nikos did see some improvement with the ground and pound there. Maybe he can use that to his advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Nikos, I'm thinking, okay, my path to victory here is take him down and, keep him there. Because he's losing the battle on the feet at the moment.
He has to adjust his game plan here.
Starting off aggressive.
Ooh,
We see Nikos having more success now. He's putting the foot on the gas a little bit.
he's using that pressure-heavy style. Oh my God!
Oh!
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 Oh, and
He's trying to finish him. Oh!
Oh!
Wow!
Man,
Oh
what a
my
back
God.
and forth.
Wow!
Ending.
Wow! Oh man, who's that guy?
We got in that finish. Got the
Wow.
biggest fish of them all.
Props to Nikos, man. That was a nice counter with the uppercut, and that's all it takes. One big shot and follow up ground and pound.
And he didn't show it until right there at the end.
Yeah, he kept his cards close to his chest.
Well, that
Or the
is the disadvantage of being southpaw as well.
Definitely.
Orthodox
I think-
fighters can be as sneaky.
I think props are deserved for both guys, though. Nico showed that he was there to win it. And Vic put on a great performance, man. Like Vic looked as sharp as I've ever seen him, and he looked like he's leveled up his game a bit. So that's he loses here today, but I'm looking forward to his next one. I'm not counting him out.
And Kelvin, would you say it's a theme of the preliminaries tonight, just to see people come back from these adversities and put a beating on these contenders
Yes.
that have just been going crazy tonight?
I'd agree with you. That's happened a couple of times tonight. It does seem to be the move for these fighters to get brought into deep waters, right themselves, and then find their path to victory and taking it.
And it seems in each of these fights, there's been one crucial move that has saved the day. But with that said, we still have a few more preliminary fights to go. Next, we'll be moving on to Jose Altamirano versus Julian Krause.
All right, our next fight should be fun. Jose Altamirano, I don't think he's put on a bad performance yet, and he's the guy you can always count on to see come back from any odds that might be stacked against him.
And
Whenever
Jose,
his game plan doesn't work, he just changes it.
you're correct. And Jose is, especially third and fourth round, Jose seems to be a mythical fighter. He always puts on intelligent performances.
Yeah, and he's tagging Julian up a little bit early. And Julian's the guy we mentioned earlier on as, possibly a new top contender at the nice flying knee in the PlayStation Light division.
Yeah, he's definitely someone to keep your eye on. It who would really spice up the title picture of that division. Because
I like
right now it got a little bit heavy with Chip and Brunson.
There's a lot of trading going on here. Oh,
Oh!
Whoa!
oof. Jose's throwing those 4 pieces at will.
These guys are just banging in the pocket, man. We haven't had a bad fight all night.
And these guys
look at
just
this
want to
pace.
hit each other.
Jose was not. He was not respecting him there for a minute. He was just standing his ground. And I believe that's getting him caught here a few times. Oh,
I mean, same with Kraus,
he
though.
sits him down
Man,
back.
why the long face, Kraus? You just got knocked down, brother. You can get back from that. But man, this is
This fight-
exciting.
Barn burner, man.
very. Julian's switching
Hey,
back and forth between stances.
Yeah, it's so high paced. It's almost tough to commentate on. You say one thing, and 10 different things have happened by the time you've even let it out of your mouth.
You're right.
Man, they got to be averaging like 1 or 2 strikes a second right now.
They do
they'll
not
both-
care.
Oh!
Jose's firing back while rocked.
Oh, my God.
He's
Sneaky uppercut, going in for the finish. Lets him back up. He doesn't want to go to the ground.
Julian's
This is
pace.
Julian
insane.
Kraus like
Oh,
KOs.
Another head kick.
That lead leg is doing him good in this fight.
Jose needs to think about surviving here.
You can see him catching his breath there.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, what he flipped off.
He dialed it.
Oh, another
head
lead
kick.
leg hit.
Jose might be able to get the read on that and get a duck counter. Nice back fist. Lands on the block mostly. These guys, man.
Jose's double. His uppercuts are so good here. Oh!
Oh, flying knee!
Beautiful flying knee.
And Julian's letting him back up. He's saying, I'm having too much fun.
He doesn't want to stop the pace of this fight. It's explosive. It's fast paced. Dude, I mean, if Michael Bay could direct a fight, he'd direct this one.
Oh, it's
straight.
knocks him back. This fight's not going past the first round.
I can't see it going past the first round, man. At the rate they throw,
This
the amount of bombs that are landing.
Oh, and that straight from Jose is just pinpointing on Julian.
Yeah, that straight is money. And it's nice when Jose backs up and kind of, lets him walk into it.
He's good at footsies.
And the head health is still pretty even if there's a bit of a stamina gap.
These body kicks are the story of the fight, though.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Jose starting to get a read on Kraus's combos now, though. You see, he's blocking that lead leg kick a lot more than he was.
This could be a fight where we get like a double knockout. They're both just going to connect with a lead hook at the same time and KO each other. Nice elbow.
Oh, nasty elbow.
Jose's changed things up here. He switched his combos, if you notice.
Yeah, the momentum's starting to switch a little.
And he's starting to take more head health away from Kraus than Kraus is taking away from him. Oh! That's real close. Man, we got 12 seconds left in this round.
Whew.
How are
Oh my God.
And he's not!
Is this it?
Oh, is this it? Could he
No.
get away?
Oh my God. Jose survives.
Wow.
Oh, by the skin of his teeth, he makes it into round 2.
Oh,
My God.
that was
What a
an absolute
fight.
barn burner. Like, he's been
We've
knocked
got
out
our
so
work
many
cut out
times.
for fight of the night. For picking fight of the night for this card, man.
Man, these
I'm-
prelims are just stealing the show.
Totally.
Oh!
Oh, and Jose rocks him. Oh,
He sits him down.
He's lets him back up.
He wants that standing knockout.
His
It's
block is
satisfying.
shattered, man.
Man, round 2 is going just as quickly as round 1 has. Man, these guys don't want to stop punching each other.
Kraus did not expect Jose to come out as strong as he did.
Yeah, I mean, I had Kraus winning the first round as close as it was. But Jose's here to show why, this fight ain't going to the judges anyways.
Ooh, and the
Exactly.
elbow.
Both of you guys just want to end it.
Oh! He's hurt, man.
That block.
Jose's starting to flow.
I think Julian's realizing he has to get on the inside there.
Yep.
Jose's entering the matrix. Dude, Kraus, you gotta put him into it quickly.
Oh! That jab, rear uppercut, left hook.
You can't count out either of these men. It could go either way.
Oh, man, yeah, it's hard to gauge who's getting ahead in this fight. Right now,
Such a
so
high
far, I'd say Jose for round 2, but...
Yeah.
Oh! Overhand!
Oh! Oh!
But Julian's being intelligent and sparking the body, but it's not enough.
Oh, he's going in for the finish.
Lets him up. These guys just want to bang.
Hey, you gotta respect it. It's an exciting fight.
You're right, Mike. That lead body kick Julian's been throwing all fight could show to really pay dividends in the outcome.
Look at the stamina difference.
Yeah, and Jose's body health is kind of banged up, and he's not getting the block on that either.
Oh! But he doesn't need it.
Man.
Got that uppercut.
He doesn't need it if he just knocks him out.
Jose knows.
And Julian's block is shattered, man. It's practically non-existent.
Jose's throwing with full power every punch.
He's trying to end this fight, man.
He has too soon,
Nice side kick.
in my opinion.
He'll get a little bit of stamina back at the start of the 3rd round if it makes it that far.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes it to a 3rd round, I would think that Julian has the advantage with the stamina, but his head health and his block are just so... It's permanently flashing now. It is permanently flashing. I don't know how I don't know how he's not out on his feet.
Yeah, dude, his chin is insane. He can take an absurd amount of damage.
It's insane, man.
Oh
That's
my
exactly-
god!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Oh, beautiful! Coming back from deep waters, Jose was piecing them up, knocking down left and right in round 2. Hits that one combo and ends with a back fist, takes the win tonight. Oh my!
That left me speechless. That was so insane.
That's got to be fight of the night, right?
I think it might have to be.
That is knockout
that
of the
that
night,
fight,
for
one
sure.
down.
What we just talking about on our last fight about the theme of the prelims tonight. Guys taking massive punishment and coming back and knocking them the fuck out. This is insane.
You're completely right. These fights all just have this similar theme, and who knows if this is going to travel its way up through the main card too.
You know, I
One
can
can
only
only
hope
hope so,
that is
yeah.
an exciting possibility for a card.
It is. And for our next bout looks to be relatively great too. You have two prospects, Willie Two-Tap and O'Malley. Now, originally we didn't know when this fight would happen. But as per our staff and setting things up, this fight now is within the cards and on the books. And Dylan, what do you think is going to happen in this upcoming fight? Do you think it's going to be more of the same? Or do you think this is going to be a flash in the pan and a change up for this preliminary card?
I most definitely think we're in for another banger, man. Like, first of all, we know for a fact we've got two good guys. O'Malley put up a great performance against Eric Young, one of the division's top contenders who's fought the best of the best. He put up a great performance against him, so there's no shame in that loss. And Willie Two Tap, he's been on a tear. He's 2-0. He's beaten good guys, and he's here to really give the division a run for its money now. So with the theme of the current card, I'm saying Willie Two Tap gets his ass kicked for 2.5 rounds and flying knee KOs him, right before the bell in the third.
And Dale, what are your thoughts?
I mean, man, if we're gonna have it anywhere, I think we're gonna have an end to this trend sometime in the next 3 fights. But honestly, I hope not, because this might just be another banger as well. I haven't seen either of these guys fight, but I don't see anyone who calls themselves Undefeated O'Malley putting on a not fun show.
And I'd absolutely agree. And now we're going to get into this event between Willie Two Tap and Undefeated O'Malley.
This one should be fun.
And look at both of these men. You can tell that they have a lot on the line here, especially with these spots in the top 10.
Yeah, I
both
believe
these guys are coming into it with something to prove. What were we saying, Dylan?
I was gonna say both of these guys are ranked. I think Willie Two Tap is 8 and O'Malley's 9, I think. So these guys are fighting for a chance to get a higher ranked spot for them.
Imagine seeing these boys in the top 5. I believe they could make it.
I believe so too. I think they could stand with the best. I mean, O'Malley fought Eric Young in his last fight, and he did good against him. He came up short, but he definitely not a bad performance. Nice 1-2.
I had a nice, yeah. I was about to comment on the 1-2. Good spinning back kick as well. Both these guys are trying to work their reach right now.
O'Malley's boxing's been clean starting off.
Ooh,
nice uppercut.
You're right, but I think Willie is actually just dialing in with that uppercut. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. Catching
Ooh.
kick.
Very, very nice.
Oh, nasty uppercut there.
Yeah, that lead uppercut's money.
Especially if you hit it when they're ducking down.
The kickboxing on display here from both of these men is elite caliber.
He catches it again.
Catching the foot, getting that spinning elbow in. Love to see it.
I've never seen someone catch so many spinning kicks.
Yeah, it's very uncommon. He's got reflexes like a cat.
That was a crazy combo too, the hook kick into the spinning kick.
Yep.
I've never seen that before.
And Willie's kicks are working, man. He's having success with them. Some nice head movement.
O'Malley's got to stick to this pressure boxing that's working for him, but he takes it to the ground. Let's see how they do that.
Yeah, well, we're fighting on over on Xbox now, and these Xbox guys, they don't discriminate. They'll stand and fight, take the fight to the ground. Things are definitely a lot smoother grappling on the Xbox side.
And you can tell he just wants to get up.
Nice ground and pound.
Yeah, just trying to smash his face through the octagon mat there.
Ooh, Willie hits that.
Same combo again.
Ooh.
Needs to stick to this kicking, it's working. The more he treats it like Taekwondo, the better he's doing.
And the takedown lands again.
Going for the belly. Nice defense.
There we go. Push him away. Takes full guard, that's where you want to be on the bottom.
Nice Prelims. Gets it that time. Back to his feet.
Ooh, good kicking.
Both of these men just have amazing kicks here.
This is a pretty technical fight. I'm enjoying this. Both guys figuring out the range, you know, getting in, doing their damage, getting out.
A sidekick into a spinning sidekick. These are such unorthodox combos.
Yeah, you gotta love Willie's kicks.
Oh, right into the spin.
But O'Malley is staying composed here on the ground.
Wow.
Trying to get that get up a guillotine there. Trying to
That
reverse
was a
position
crazy
here.
knockdown, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. That was insane.
O'Malley's got to be so careful with Willie's kicks.
Yeah, because if you
low
dodge
stamina.
into them like he did there, it is an instant knockout, if not knockdown, if not knockout.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't go out there. I mean, crazy
Yeah.
chin on him.
Good 1-2 there.
Yeah, I think O'Malley definitely has the advantage when it's in boxing range, but when the fight stays at range and Willie's able to utilize his kick, like we saw there again, he's got a big advantage.
That just keeps landing so much.
Willie is one of the more elite kickboxers we have here in this league, man. If you keep a fight at distance, he'll kick you apart. But then you land that overhand. And it's a boxer's
and the
dream
uppercut
right there.
in the dirty
Oh,
clinch. Oh no, this is the end. Oh, he survived.
Oh, so close, dude.
He might not for long.
Oh my god, and he reversed
Oh, he
him.
reversed it.
Nice
Good denial. Couldn't get the second one though.
Oh
What
my
a fight.
god.
Oh, what a round, man. I don't know how to score that.
That's tough to score. I think Willie might have edged it, but it's so tough to score. I'm glad I'm not a judge.
It's a 10-9 for someone.
Yeah,
It's hard to figure out who.
look at that. Oh wow, he's lucky he didn't go out, man.
You're right, that was so back and forth. This
But
was
what
insane.
heart and will and yeah, show respect right away.
Respect.
Oh,
The
mad
double
respect
barrel.
from Willie right here.
Yeah.
Some guys would caution against that, but you know what? Undefeated O'Malley is not a dishonorable fighter. He doesn't get a man when he bows. Ooh, good duck.
Oh, and again.
Man, that kick is doing him justice tonight.
Ooh.
Beautiful
good, slipping
takedown,
under that
ducking
hook.
under the kick.
These boys both deserve to be way higher than 8 and 9.
Totally, man.
Oh, absolutely. He goes, here he is, coming for the Kimura. Let's see how this goes. How was Willie's defense?
He's looking all right. Started off, but yeah, he lets it go. The stamina's too high, I think.
Yeah, maybe after another denial or two, he could get that easily, but...
And there's one.
Oh, into north-south.
Into sprawl. Taking us back. Good. Oh, here we
And
go,
O'Malley's
Willie.
very
That's
active.
where you want to be.
Slip.
Ooh, good slip. Taking the back.
A lot of
And
times,
he lets
getting
him up.
right back to the feet.
a lot of times you might see someone when they slip and take the back like that go for
Oh.
naked. They flips him off. He's like, we've had enough respect. Let's get back to fight.
Man,
The rear naked choke is banned from backfitting in the ICF.
it is just a little bit too
Yeah.
cheesy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
My God.
Oh, nice uppercut.
I'm wincing just watching these kicks.
And that
My stomach's
switch.
hurting just looking at it.
Oh, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful.
Watch out for those taunts, man. It'll get you. He's relying on that hook into spin a little bit too much at range.
Both of these boys are just launching kicks, and the reason why they're not all gassed out is because they're landing them on each other.
Oh,
Oh!
beautiful hook. Caught him leaning into it. Oh, on the front kick, he ducked
Oh,
into it.
front kick knockdown.
His trainer said he's done.
Yeah, O'Malley's got good ground and pound defense, but that was close.
Oh, he wants that
O'Malley
emphatic
stepped
finish.
up. Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? That'd be a legendary knockout.
Yeah, definitely would be one of the best we've ever seen in the ICF.
But you can't fish it too much, or it won't happen.
And another beautiful takedown.
O'Malley's real good at getting these takedowns in. He knows when to shoot for him.
Yeah, his timing's great. And I think he's the better grappler, if I'm honest. He's looked more dominant in the grappling.
He just seems to throw too many ground and pound strikes, it seems.
Yeah, I agree. It's caused him. It's gotten him into trouble with
I'll
Willie
go
being
for the
able to reverse
armbar.
it.
Let's see how Willie Two-Tap's submission offense is.
O'Malley's escaping, but Willie Two-Tap going for that armbar just to waste a little bit of the time.
There are worse ways to run down the clock. Because that one happens to get you a couple points in your favor.
He's out.
He does want to be back on the feet. You can tell. He's feeling confident here.
Man, if he didn't go for that spinning kick, he might have been able to hit something else.
Ooh, 1-2 head kick. And again.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go through the block.
Yeah, he was nearly out on his feet.
He's so tough.
Both of these guys, man.
Oh, man. Oh, loving that duck. Oh, nasty
Nice
straight.
right.
Oh,
Oh,
Just barely.
oh my. Oh!
Oh, there it is.
Oh!
Oh, my knee! In the dying moments of the second round.
And the rage quit!
Call me Mystic Mac, boys, because did I or did I not predict a flying knee KO from Willie Two-Tap? Wow.
that is exactly what you predicted.
And look at the stats for these rounds.
Whew. I wasn't right on him getting his ass beat, but god damn, a competitive fight, and whew.
Oh, dude, that was an insane fight with an insane finish.
Yeah.
A flying knee.
I mean, man, I feel like I've been saying this all night, but Jesus, like both guys' stock just goes up after that fight, man. I mean, it's a bit funny seeing O'Malley quit again, but you know, it's a part of his. It's kind of a staple on his style now. You know what? Like when he wins, and when he loses, you know, why would he stick around for the theatricals anyways? Just get the fuck out, you know. So
Yeah, dude, he's like Forrest Griffin. He just
Yeah.
leaves.
totally. But what a fight, honestly. I mean, God, we haven't had a bad fight tonight. I mean,
Not at all.
The prelims have truly, like, even if our next two fights are just, you know, 15 minutes of laying on top from half guard, it wouldn't matter because we have had just bangers so far.
You're right, and these fight cards, especially recently, everyone has come to show up. Everyone wants what's at stake here in the ICF. That's what makes this organization so special.
People see how much the ICF has grown in recent times, and you know they're trying to put their name on top. They're trying to get some trying to get some respect on their name, and you know and accrue the audience, I guess.
And I'm extremely glad that we can put these cards on for everyone. And just to speak to our next card, someone in the booth here might be able to explain to us what he did in preparation for Justin.
Yeah, so I fought Justin. Oh God, when was that? It was a little while ago now. But me and Justin fought for as a title eliminator bout. You know, the guy who wins that would get the next title shot. And We had a good fight. I had a lot of success on the feet. I was definitely, I had a lot of success on the feet. I think I was arguably up 2 rounds, but Justin bit down the mouthpiece and he got a takedown in the third, and that was all she wrote. He finished me with ground and pound. So in this next fight, I was definitely, I was able to get up off my back well enough in the first fight, but clearly it wasn't enough because I got finished on the ground. So definitely was thinking a lot about takedown defense and staying away from Justin's very dangerous crucifix and side control positions. So yeah, that was kind of the main game plan. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. It's either way. I knew I know this is going to be a very tough fight against Justin, and he's as game as they come.
You're absolutely correct, and I think I speak for myself and Dale when I say you're an extremely tough opponent. You are a double champ in UGL and in EKB. I mean, you can't discredit yourself.
On my day, I'm good for sure, but I've had some up and down performances in the ICF. I'm 6-5 here. I've definitely, for some reason, when it comes to ICF fights, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and it can get the better of me. So I'm looking at maybe making some changes and for my next couple, and mixing things up. But we'll see.
Absolutely. And now we will get into our next fight between Justin Deshawn and Dylan Audrey.
All right, we're coming into our second featured prelim bout right before our featured with our boy Dylan Audrey facing Justin. So this should be a good one. I mean, both of these guys, they put on good fights. Justin almost won the title against Dogu with his crucifix position that you mentioned.
Yeah, Justin's a beast, man. His grappling is insane.
Uh-oh. Early takedown attempt.
Here we go. Good takedown defense from you, Dylan.
And Dylan was trying to give a show of respect.
I was, but maybe Justin just wasn't. Justin's a good guy. I'm sure that wasn't intentional.
Of course. But you're... Oh! Dylan Audrey destroys Justin.
My God, he tried to slip to the right, and you hit him with that lead hook, man. Knocked him back against the cage. How does that win feel?
Oh man,
let's see that again.
Yeah, we can watch the replay. I'm rubbing my belly up on the cage.
Tell us how the win feels, Dylan.
Oh yeah, that left hook's nice. It feels great, man. I mean, I kind of mixed feelings. Like, Justin's a good guy and he's a great competitor, so I kind of feel for him, like, going out so quickly. I mean, that's probably one of the fastest knockouts in ICF history. But at the same time, he beat me the first time, so yeah, it feels great to get the win back, especially against such a tough guy. Like, I knew going into that fight that was going to be a really tough fight, so to get him out of there that quick, yeah, feels good, man.
I mean, sometimes you can catch these guys before they start really feeling themselves and getting into their rhythm, and you just interrupt the fight and you end it.
Well, like I was saying before the fight, I'm trying to do things different. I went 6-5. Sometimes I fall in love with my kickboxing too much, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm switching to a boxer calf. I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna try pressure, and I'm not gonna let it go into the later rounds like I did. I'm just gonna try and finish it, and it worked out pretty well."
And I think you've adapted greatly to that strategy, Dylan. And just to speak to what I've seen over the past few days as we fought, you just have
we did a couple starts.
Insane boxing, and you can just use that to dominate your opponent at any time. And that's not to discount your kicks, because your kicks are thrown in there whenever you want to. You just know that you can overload somebody with that boxing.
Yeah, man, before I took a little bit of a break from the game, I was playing a lot of ranked, and when you're up at those higher divisions in ranked, it's just so pressure boxing heavy that you're forced to adapt or die, and I kind of got used to that new style of play, and I decided I'm just gonna stick with that. My kickboxing didn't feel as comfortable anymore, so I said, fuck it, I need a change anyways.
And that change definitely worked out for you. This was an insane fight, and to start, we didn't know who would take this just because of the varying styles. But Calvin, what are your thoughts on this fight? What did you see? What, if anything, could have Justin have done better?
See, Dylan, he's starting to adapt more of a pressure boxing approach to these fights. And as you saw, it paid off very well. The thing with pressure boxers is that you got to figure out their rhythm and how they swing. So, like, this quickly on, there wasn't much he could do aside from try to move his head a little bit more to, maybe pull back to get away from that hook instead of lunging to the right. Because the more pressure you go, a lot of these guys try to hook you down. If you can pull those guys and get them away, but his back was against the cage, he might not have been able to do that.
You're correct.
Yeah, it's a terrible position to be in against someone who's really pressuring heavy when you're backed up against the cage like that.
Yeah.
So it sucks for Justin because there's not an awful lot you can do in that situation. Maybe a duck instead of slipping to the right, but hindsight is always 20/20, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely, it is. And guys, just to gather your thoughts on this main event before our competitors come out here and show us what they're made of, who do you think on this featured prelim, between Kelvin and between Stone Cold, who do you think has the better boxing versus kickboxing?
Well, I mean, as the Kelvin mythical lamb himself, I gotta say it's me, because, I'm confident in myself and my ability in this game. I came into the ICF as hot dookie, and, right now I'm pretty alright. I'd like to believe that, at least.
I think Kelvin definitely has the advantage in the boxing and with his unorthodox kicks. But when it comes to more traditional kickboxing, I would say Stone Cold probably has an advantage. But it's an interesting fight, man. I'm really looking forward. It's our featured prelim for a reason. This is going to be a banger.
You're correct in that assumption. And I can just say from experience with sparring Kelvin, there's just something about him where he can be so far down on the scorecards. It can look like there's no chance, but he pulls out these amazing kicks that will just shut your lights off at any moment. And from any distance as well. You have to be extremely careful when you're dealing with Kelvin. But we do have a treat for you before our main event.
So before we get into the featured prelim, we gotta talk about our beautiful sponsors tonight. Charmin Ultra Strong Toilet Paper and the god himself, Ray J, assuring that this card will be Ray J branded quality. And it's gonna be lovely. And in fact, it's a shame that Bobby Diesel couldn't be here with us tonight to talk about Charmin, because I know when he fills up his Boss Baby branded diapers, he moves on to his favorite brand of toilet paper, which is that Charmin Ultra Strong. He never shuts up about it. He loves it so much.
And Dale, I can see your point there. And as you can see, Charmin definitely does not have our families held hostage or Bobo. And
No,
they assure us.
Why would you think that? The Charmin bear isn't standing in my doorway right now with a crowbar.
Absolutely
That would be
not.
absurd. No.
You're correct. And now we will get on to the Charmin Ultra Strong preliminary featured event.
And we're coming into our featured prelim bout. Kelvin Lamb, myself, versus Steve Austin. Now, Steve Austin is no ordinary can. This dude is the one in Doe's 12-1.
Yeah, man. Like, Steve, he really doesn't give himself enough credit. Like, he is probably one of the most underrated strikers in the league. He's got a very unorthodox style, with a lot of works his punches and his kicks very well together. So I think you got your work cut out for you in this one. But that's not to say that you couldn't steal the show.
Yeah, you know me, I like to lead with that Superman punch.
And Kelvin is pressuring early, but Stone Cold does not want to be backed up.
Nice body kick.
I know I'm coming into this, I like to pressure people. I like to push them against the cage, and just try to assert my dominance on him. But he's a tough guy. He strikes weirdly.
Yeah, he's got a very unorthodox style.
And he definitely is not out of form.
No, he's been fighting very well as of late. Probably the best. As of late, I think Steve's been looking the best he ever has. To be honest, I think the break he had for a little while there did him good.
Sometimes that's
every
all you
time
need.
I fight this man, he gets better in between every fight, and that's what you want to see.
So far, I think Steve is kind of getting the better of the exchanges, but it's still a close fight. Whiffs on the body kick. We got someone watching this. It's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, there was a cheeky little bugger who joined in.
Sometimes you just can't wait to see a banger of a fight like this.
Oh,
Flying knee.
I've been working on that flying knee, baby. But man, that hook combo got me. It rocked me good.
Whoa! Like, the powers that be would have Steve warped to the opposite side of the octagon.
Oh, and Steve throws down a taunt.
He says, "Let's go."
He's
I definitely
baiting.
tried to
Combo
play it a
again.
little bit safe.
Oh, he's letting him know. He's like, "Come on, man."
Oh,
Oh, slips the flying knee.
that was so close. Oh, and the lunging strikes.
Yeah, Steve's very fond of those lunging strikes.
Oh,
Ooh. Steve's stealing the momentum now. Kelvin's. Oh, there's that axe kick.
Dude, you gotta
Oh!
get that axe kick out.
Ooh, crane kick.
Yeah, I am very intimate with Steve Austin's crane kick.
and the movement of Steve Austin to try and dodge your straights with little, tiny side steps.
Ooh. That uppercut combo with the hook in the pocket is money.
Oh!
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 Oh, that body kick. That's what I'm saying. Steve's got very good kickboxing.
To be honest, I don't know how that knee didn't put me out because I ducked right into it.
Yeah, Kelvin's facing some mighty adversity now. You know, his head health is quite low. The stamina is a bit of a gap. He's got a long mountain to climb back now to win this fight. But
Oh, he tried.
Oh,
He tried to do it
EKB
again.
reference there on
Replicate the EKB knockout.
But like I was gonna say,
Ooh.
oh, nice uppercut. It's been the theme of our fights tonight. Guys facing a lot of adversity and coming back to win. So I'm not counting Kelvin out. But so far, this has been the Steve Austin show.
Oh.
Oh, that combo.
Oh, and the ref.
Herb steps in. He's like, is he taking too much damage? All right, let's go.
He just stands him up. Even Herb wants this to be a knockout, drag down war.
Yep. He doesn't want to see a guy get put out on the mat. He's like, all right, get back up, fellas. It ain't over yet.
And Kelvin has to save some stamina. There's such a difference here.
If I'm Kelvin right now, I'm nice catching the body kick there. I'm playing it safe for the rest of the round. Try to get some stamina back.
Oh!
Yeah.
KO.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
right there I was trying to go for the flying knee to catch him off guard, but he got me with the hook.
And
And yeah,
you know,
that was
that
Steve
was-
Austin show, all right. The
there's
Texas
been a lot of-
rattle.
There's been a lot of talk. You know, Steve has mentioned many times he wants to retire after this fight. What a way to go out, man. What a way to end on a high note. That's one of the best performances I've ever seen from him, and against such a game opponent like Kelvin. I've sparred you many times. You are a long stretch away from bad at this game. You can beat anyone on your day. So for Steve to go out and put on a dominant display like that, you know, the division will miss him.
Yeah, it was certainly he took me off guard real early. He improved a bit more than I thought he would. This man is game. He is ace at this game. He belongs to be among the top 5 in this division.
Definitely.
If he chooses to stay retired, I respect it, but man, what could have been. I mean, like we said, the one in Doe's 12-1.
And I believe
Yeah, it's a bite and shame to commentate myself losing a fight.
I still believe that Steve definitely brings a fight to Dogu, and he can get back up there if he so chooses. But if those are his wishes to stay retired, then we have to respect them. That was a great fight, and we didn't know which way it could go. Kelvin was just hitting him with such big shots and making it seem like that comeback was imminent.
Yeah, it looked like the momentum was about to change when you got that pull uppercut. But,
Yeah, I was trying to bait him a lot with a jab into the body spin kick, so I can bait him to blocking low and then hit him with that nice spin kick to the face, but it never materialized. I'd like to say that Charmin, to fulfill our sponsorship duties, forced me to pad my gloves with Charmin Ultra Soft, so that's why my hits weren't, properly hitting as hard as I like.
I mean, it is ultra soft.
Yeah, it is ultra soft. It absorbed all of that force.
But you're forgetting something there, Calvin. It is also ultra strong. And that's why Charmin are our sponsor for this preliminary card.
Thank you, Sherman. And if we're only having kicks and giggles here, but say Sherman ever did decide to capture any of our family members or anything like that, we would be very grateful if they could be released on a hypothetical.
yeah, that's all hypothetical, of course. That would, of course, never, ever happen.
No, the Sherman there is
not
gracious
happening.
and almighty. A true exemplary of the toilet paper community.
You're absolutely
But if
correct.
you like these cards, you like these fights, and more importantly, you like Charmin Ultra Soft and Ultra Strong, you check out our main event, which will be coming on real soon. You come subscribe to our channel for future cards. Follow us on Twitter for some updates to whether cards get pulled, new fight card announcements. And if you think you can beat all of our boys that you see here tonight, all of our up-and-comers, you join our Discord and we'll get you a fight.
Thank you for watching, and now we will be moving on to our main event.